In the name of Allah, the Beneficent, the Merciful. It's necessary that we always recognize God in everything that we do, because it's through Him that all things are possible. My name is Kabir Legend Muhammad. I'm a financial coach, and I specialize in building business credit. And I teach it in a way where it's simple. It's not hard. All you need is the proper exposure. I help you position your business to receive $25,000 to $50,000 or more. It all depends on where you are stationed at with your credit, to kickstart your new business or your idea. A new business or idea demands finances to start. Do you know that some of us have ideas that's seated in our mind that, if executed, can change our life? One idea. However, because of the lack of finances, those ideas become so far reachable that it deteriorates and never become to surface. And what started to diminish that idea was a lack of finances and belief. If anyone in America experienced the coronavirus, we know that the coronavirus killed any type of job security that we had. But it also opened up opportunities. To every problem is always a corresponding solution. And in this case, our corresponding solution is you and me. Sometimes we have to take a chance and bet on yourself and see what the outcome comes out of that. Because it's one thing, what you're not going to do is let down yourself. However, to bring anything into existence demands finances. I have an Excel 818 package. This is my blessings that God is giving me to you. I'm not trying to sell you. I'm not trying to sell you anything that I have. Whenever you have a product and you have a gut feeling that that product is for you and it resonates, then that's when you buy. But never let fear stop you from succeeding. It's time for us to bet on ourselves. We put faith in everything else but us. We put trust in everything else but us. And sometimes things have to happen to us to shock us in such of a way to take away that security. And that's exactly what the coronavirus did. It took away job security. Not only for the employer, but also for the employee, because both was traumatically affected from the coronavirus. It was so many businesses that deteriorated because of the coronavirus. But again, every problem, there is a corresponding solution. It was so many businesses that thrived in that darkness. We have to take a chance and bet on ourselves, regardless of your outside influences. We have things that's accessible to us that will never let us down, and that's the laws of attraction. As long as you got that in your corner, you can never make a mistake. It will never let you down. We don't want to let our minds just deteriorate from old age and never utilize our minds for the purpose in which God has us here. He has us here for a reason and for a service for Him. So sometimes we have to say, wait a minute, I done tried a lot of things and a lot of things that didn't work. And that's okay, because everything that you tried to do and it didn't work, it was valuable lessons in that you learned. So therefore, you never lost anything, but you gained knowledge. But it's one thing that we need to do is make mistakes on striving for self-success, self-development. Try to develop yourself to the point where you leave a legacy for your family where they can depend on that. You left a very strong foundation, and they must also be educated on financial literacy too, so they can keep it going. You know, that's how we live. We live through our minds. Everything that we see that exists today started with a vision. It started with an idea, but the idea was implemented, and the idea they worked that idea until it came into a physical form, and then we see it and say, "All praise is due to God." How did they come up with that idea? Every idea that we see today that's on this planet, the laws of attraction is responsible for it. And that is a fact. We are connected to the universe. Everything is accessible to us. God said He makes everything subservient to man. But it's things that we just don't believe because we don't believe in ourselves, because we haven't had the right exposure to tap into that inward self to believe it. But I guarantee you this, and I put my life on this, the laws of attraction is real, and that's the only friend that you need. I don't care what goal you have. I don't care how big it is. Meditate on it, pray on it, and I guarantee you that will come into existence. And don't let nothing into your mind that's negative. And don't be around no negativity, because God only comes to us when our minds is at peace. We have so much hidden potential in us, it's unbelievable. I'm doing the laws of attraction as we speak. It's real. I have an Excel 818 package. Jump. Take a chance on you and see what your outcome will be. God will never let you down. No matter if you don't see a way, the laws of attraction will make a way that you know in your heart that you did not do. It was God that He gave that power and dominion to you. And it starts right here in our minds. My name is Kabir Legend Muhammad. If anything what I said resonated in you, then you can contact me at 216-396-8469, and we can go further into this conversation. And if you see that this is something that you will want to enforce in your life, it's here. I don't believe in selling no one anything. It first have to resonate in you, and you first must be willing to spend your money, invest your money, because when you invest your money, you're going to want to see a return on your money. Nothing is never free. Nothing is never given to you. The world is not going to meet you halfway. Everything that we have to earn it. And when you earn it, it builds character and it builds integrity. And it's on you at that point to pay it forward. It's on you to go back what God has given you and give it back to the people. Because that's why God has us here, is to provide a divine service. Wherever there's a problem, there's a corresponding solution. And today, we are that solution to our family. Make no mistake about it. I say this before I leave. Poverty has no color, nor does success. Every great man that walks on the face of this earth had an idea, a vision, and a practical application of acting to bring that vision into a physical reality. And I guarantee you, he did not know, or she didn't know, how everything was going to happen. It's not even up to you to figure out how it's going to happen. This is where God comes into play with these unseen laws that we cannot see. You cannot see the air, but it's real. You cannot see gravity, but it's real. You can't see the molecules, but they're real. It's forces that's always taking place around us that we are not aware of. But where it becomes powerful is when you become conscious of what you're doing and how you're doing it. That's when you take control of your mind and you have access abundantly to the universe. This is where we are connected to. That's why the mind never sleeps. Your subconscious never sleeps because it's connected to God. And whatever we see in our minds, God made us little gods. Whatever we see in our minds, we can go to work and bring that into a physical reality. That's why I say faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. We are powerful. And I have a solution. I have a way where you can build business credit at a very reasonable price. I believe that anything that God give us, you don't put high prices on that, because what about the little person that has potential but he don't have the money to buy what you offer because it's too much? But if he had the opportunity to have the knowledge that you have, he will become successful just like you. Because the only thing, what collapses ignorance is knowledge. The only thing that's missing in some of our lives is the lack of financial literacy. Once we learn financial literacy and we understand unity, then that's when heaven and earth, it meets. Because you're not only going to make your money and then run with it with your family and yourself, you're going to see, man, it's a bigger family. It's my family, and it's also the human family. So therefore, you got to say, man, I want to take this and give it back to anybody where it's going to resonate, where it can help change their life. We are in the business of changing lives. Point blank, period. And I'm telling you, the law of attraction is your only friend that you need. God is the only friend that you need. It don't make a difference who closed doors on you. You can't stop the universe. You can't stop the sun from coming up. You can't stop the sun from going down. So you can't stop a person that has a predetermined idea to become successful, because you cannot control them laws that's on the side of him and in front of him, that's making a way for him. You can't control that because that's God. So we were born to be successful. It's just that we got to tap into that station of knowledge that can help change our lives. And then once we tap into that knowledge, you will start seeing how your life will start unfolding for the benefit of you and your family and humanity. That's the order that it has to go. And then God will be well pleased with you. All praise is due to God. The mind is a terrible thing to waste, and our lives is a terrible thing to waste. I'm going to leave with this. Bet on